Hey guys, we are back with some more MODO Eastside Hockey Manager, and in this one, we are on May 1st, meaning we're at the start of free agency for the Swedish hockey leagues, and if you take a look at the players out list, that's a lot of players out, and the reason all of them are out is because none of them wanted to re-sign, they all wanted to test free agency, or I just didn't want to re-sign them myself, such as Tommy Sikos. He did not have a great year last year. And everyone else who I did want to re-sign, I have already approached with an offer. So hopefully they accept, and then we could go into free agency to fill out the rest of our team. Because currently, we only have 13 players on the roster, including our goaltenders. And that's obviously not good. That won't do going into the season. So we're going to simulate ahead a little bit to see how many of our guys we get back. And after all that is done, after all the future transactions have cleared out, we will go back in free agency. We have offered Chris Summers, Daniel Silwander, David Mikowski, Eric Hanzis, Frank Hora, Frederick Olofsson, Henrik Bjorklund, and Patrick Karlqvist. Those are the guys that we have decided to go after once again. The guys that we have not gone after, Tommy Enstrom, Joachim Hagelin, Magnus Hagstrom, and Tom Hedberg. And then Tommy Sikos as well. Tom Hedberg, I wanted to re-sign him, but it turns out that he has no interest in negotiating terms, so he's not going to accept any offer that we sent him, so he's clearly just looking for a new, fresh start. So now we have teams making offers for Jacob Winquist, so that tells me that we should call up Jacob Winquist, as well as Eric Olsson, because, I mean, these guys, they're still very young, but they did get quite a bit of seasoning down there in the J20 League, so we're going to start with them next year, and we'll see what they are capable of in their 15-year-old season. So there you go. They're both up here now. And no, I'm going to decline all of these because it's just totally unacceptable. Reject all. There you go. Another offer for Winquist. Reject. Totally unacceptable. Basically, any offer for Winquist is unacceptable. Let's be real. So Mikowski, Silwander, and Hanzis have accepted our offers, so we will finalize all of those offers. Welcome back to the team, all three of you, Hanzis, Silwander, and Mikowski. Karlqvist and Summers are also coming back. Hora is back. Bjorklund is back. And we are still waiting on Matthias Fromm and Frederick Olofsson. So actually, Matthias Fromm is going to Chicago because the Chicago Blackhawks have approached him, it looks like. So that is unfortunate. Looks like he will be leaving the team very soon. But we are still waiting on Frederick Olofsson nonetheless. So as soon as Olofsson signs, then we will go back into free agency to fill out the rest of our roster. And yep, Matthias Fromm is going to Chicago on June 7th of this year. So we will not have Matthias Fromm on the roster starting next season. So that is unfortunate. He was one of our better players for sure, but we're going to have to find a replacement for him. You know what? Just so that other teams know that we're not going to give up Jacob Winquist, we'll set him as untouchable. Come on, Skellefteå. I just set him as untouchable. So we are still waiting on a decision from Frederick Olofsson. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to withdraw the bid and then offer him another contract. And I'll give him $350,000 to convince him a little more to come back and play for MODO. So not including Fromm, we have 22 players on the roster. So I would say, let's see, how many defensemen do we have? We have 9. We have 9 defensemen. We have 3 goaltenders, I believe. And then forwards, we have, oh yeah, we need some forwards. Yeah, we have, at the moment, not including Fromm, 10 forwards. So we definitely need to get some forwards out of free agency. We will ask our assistant to filter out unrealistic targets. And I'm going to set anticipation to 50. I'll set work rate to 60, and then I'll set determination to 60 as well. And then position, forward, because we're looking for a forward, obviously. We're going to try to sign Connor Brickley, as he does have some pretty good attributes on him. His history is pretty solid. He had 69 points in the Alps HL last year and a 734 average rating. So we'll sign him as a key player, and we will give him a contract. We're also going to try to sign Quinton Howden, as he had a solid year last year in the KHL, 25 points and a 718 average rating. We're going to sign him to a contract. And he is requesting a lot of money, though. So actually, no, we are not. Never mind. So here we're going to try to sign a Swedish native, Dennis Rasmussen. And we will give him a contract. Yeah, well, that's a lot of money, man. Some of these players want way too much. So here we have another Swedish native, Robin Figren. Or I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but that's probably the closest I'm getting. And he's got some pretty decent attributes. And as for his history, 39 points last year in Switzerland and a 724 average rating. So we will try to sign him, assuming he doesn't want a super expensive deal. And he does. Carl Klingberg, maybe? Please? No, he wants 825,000. What is with these players? So here we have Pontus Eklof. I like his mental category. I like his defensive attributes with positioning, poke checking, and passing. Well, obviously passing isn't much of a defensive attribute, but still nonetheless, he's got some good attributes. We're going to try to sign him, and thank goodness he wants a reasonable contract. We'll give him $250,000 to make up for the fact that we can't offer him a signing bonus. We're also going to try to sign Sebastian Dyke. He's got, once again, pretty good attributes. I like the mental category. And he had a solid year in Switzerland last year, so we will sign him. Key player, and good. He wants a reasonable amount of money. We will definitely give him $220,000 for 1 year. And here we're gonna try to sign an American right out of college, Tanner Lashinsky. Once again, good mental category, which is what really counts for me. And then he's got a good passing rating, 71. Decent stick handler as well at 62. And then his history in college, not too bad. A 714 average rating last year and 36 points. So we are definitely going to try to sign him. And good, he doesn't want too much money. So we'll give him $300,000 for 1 year. So assuming we get all these guys, that should take care of our forward troubles. And obviously, after that, the only thing we would have to do is maybe get some extra players because we can have a maximum of 32 players on our roster. And we get Tanner Lashinsky on board. Welcome to MODO. And Connor Brickley has confirmed to sign with our team. Welcome to MODO. We get Eklof. Welcome to MODO. Pontus Eklof. And Frederick Olofsson has finally accepted our offer. He was really being stubborn there, but we got him in the end. Welcome back, Frederick Olofsson. And Sebastian Dyke has signed with your MODO Hockey. We got all 5 of our free agent acquisitions. So now, let's take a look at our roster. So not including From, we have 26 players on the roster currently. I would say we just need a couple of extra players just in case of injuries. And we should be good to move into next season. So for some extra players, we decided to go after Nicholas Lihagen. He is a 36-year-old veteran. And in last season, he played in the Swedish third league, but a 793 average rating. So that was pretty impressive. So we're going after him. And Kalle Johansson as a defenseman, a 706 in the Austrian league last year. So we're going to see if we can get those two on board. And we should be set to go into next season after that. Ooh, okay. Actually, we have gone slightly above the player budget. So once those transactions go through, I'm actually going to deny them. Because we're not in the greatest position financially right now. So, yeah, I think, we have our roster now. We don't need the extra players. So we are going to say no to Kalle Johansson, unfortunately, as we don't have the funds to sign him. Same goes for Lihagen. And we have approached an assistant GM in Jan Cherney, and he has accepted our offer. His judging player ability and potential attributes are at 60 and 59, so we will definitely get him on board so that he can generate a better report for us than our head coach can, because our head coach, I'm pretty sure, is somewhere in the 30s or 40s for his judging player potential, and Hellquist has a 40 and a 34. So I'm glad we brought an assistant GM in, and so now we'll take a look at the team report. And he has Winquist all the way at the bottom. And just so we can see how this team simulates going into the regular season, we're going to arrange an exhibition tour. And we are supposed to select a nation here. So either Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, Finland, or Norway. It may as well be Sweden, since we are a Swedish team. And we'll go for the 8th, the 10th, the 12th, and the 14th. And the teams we'll be facing, hopefully, are AIK, Orebro, Brinas, and Vaxio. Decided to go for 3 SHL teams and then one of the better teams in the Swedish second league, just so that we could get a real good gauge of where our team's at. So So Vaxio has actually rejected our exhibition game proposal, so we're going to have to figure out that 4th game still. And it will be Carl Skrona. So Fromm has officially moved to the Chicago Blackhawks, and we have been compensated for the signing in the form of $235,000. So that helps out our balance a little bit, but not that much. All right, game against AIK, we will view it. First period, that will be a 2-goal lead for them. Second period, that will be a 3-2 goal lead for them, but we scored 2. Olofsson from Eklof, and then Winkvist from Yelver and Wernbloom. Third period, and we win 6-3. Olofsson from Mikowski and Brickley on the power play. Wernbloom from Yelver and Olsen, and then Enstrom from Eklof into the empty net. And then one more for good measure, Bjorklund from Hadman and Lashinsky. And game against Örebro. We'll view it. The first period, they get 2 goals. Second period, we get a goal from Johnson, and then from Dyke and Allman. But they also got a goal. Third period, Dyke from Rosdahl and Mikowski, but then they kind of ran away with it. 5-2 win for them. And game against Brinas. We'll view it. First period, that'll be 2-goal lead for them. Second period, nothing happened in the third period. Yikes, 6-0 win for them. But the good news about Matthias Fromm being signed by Chicago is that we are now below the player budget. So that's definitely some very good news for this team. And game against Carl Skrona. Here we go. First period, that will be a goal for them. Second period, oh man, 3 goals for them. Third period, we had a goal by Wernbloom from Winkvist and Swander, but it was not enough. So pretty rough tournament, but at least we got to see some of our new players in action, and we got to see the improvement of Jacob Winkvist and, of course, of Eric Olsen. Since that was the main point of the tournament there, can't complain about too much, but of course, I'm sure most of our guys are complaining a little bit because they're all tired, so we are definitely going to have to rest them going into next season. So since that is the case, we will skip right ahead to the start of the regular season, but that is not going to be in this video. That'll be in the next one. This has already been a pretty long recording, so I'll end it off here, and in the next one, we will get year number 2 underway with your MODO Hockey. See you guys in the next one.